What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, first inning hits allowed, pitcher fantasy score, pitches thrown, hitter fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 on your first deposit today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks, guys. So, got 5 picks for you. If you enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And if you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I'm going to be launching some more stuff over there as well. Also been covering some Underdog. I'm going to continue to cover Underdog as well. So if you haven't checked out those videos of mine, keep a lookout because I'm going to be grinding on some Underdog as well. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's go game by game as we always do. In the first game I want to talk about is going to be the Houston Astros taking on the Chicago White Sox. We have Justin Verlander, the ace, on the bump for the Houston Astros, and he's a massive favorite here. He's a 229 favorite taking on a Chicago White Sox team today. You look at the underlying metrics for Verlander, does not get much better than him. You can see comes in with a 3.3 SIERA, 26.3% K rate overall with only a 5.1% walk rate. He features a 25.2% K rate against righties and a 27.4% K rate against lefties. Really good in the hard contact categories as well. 347 slugging even up to righties and a 241 slugging even up to lefties. Really cannot ask for much more when it comes to him. Massive favorite here in Houston. And we're looking at his recent form, his pitch count, all that fun stuff, as we always do. You can see everything that you're asking for out of a starter. 93, 108, 95, 99 pitches, 95 pitches. And last time out, 7 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 0 earned runs. Dominant performance. Time before, he went 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts. So 108 pitches. Just shows what he's capable of. Expecting a lot more of the same here in this one as a massive favorite, taking on a Chicago White Sox squad. And then lastly, the strikeouts, which we always want when we're targeting our pitching. As far as the Chicago White Sox line up and down for their strikeout rates, they don't have the highest of strikeout rates across the board compared to some other opponents we might see in the league, but they only have a 3.15 implied total. And starting from the bottom up with Mendick, 20%, 16, 23, 21, 31, 20, 19, 19, and 20. So for me, still think Verlander cruises here. He goes 6+ innings, gets the quality start, he gets the win, and gets a lot of strikeouts along the way. So for me, I will be targeting his pitcher fantasy score. Like the over pitcher fantasy score over here on Prizepicks, they've got his line set at 40.5. I think he goes out there and scores in the mid-40s. Maybe even puts up 50+ in this matchup. So for me, definitely going to be locking that in. Like the over 40.5 pitcher fantasy score for Justin Verlander, pick number 1 in the video. And pick number 2, we're going to be going with a hitter on the Houston Astros. Huge 4.85 implied run total. You look at Johnny Cueto's numbers across the board. Less than impressive, let's just say. Comes in with a 4.35 SIERA. Gives up plenty of hard contact to both sides of the plate. A 447 slugging to righties, but against lefties is where things get pretty bad. He gets up a 448 slugging, a 334 WOBA with a 41% fly ball rate, only a 20.7% K rate. And he has to take on a very good lefty in the heart of this order in Yordan Alvarez today. You look at Yordan Alvarez's numbers on the season against right-handed pitching, absolutely mashes. He has a 390 ISO with a 470 WOBA, and profiles very well against Johnny Cueto here. When you look at Johnny Cueto's repertoire, as far as what he will go to, against lefties, he really is just a fastball, slider, changeup guy. He'll go to the fastball 34% of the time, the changeup 30% of the time, and the slider 20% of the time. Against that fastball, you're looking at about a 90, 92 mile-an-hour fastball. Alvarez features a 545 ISO and a 470 WOBA against that pitch. Against the slider, Alvarez crushes that as well. 350 ISO with a 378 WOBA. And then lastly, against the changeup, no issues either because Alvarez has a 284 ISO with a 324 WOBA. So would not be surprised in the least to see Alvarez take Cueto deep today. Even if he doesn't, I think there's going to be plenty of traffic on the base paths when he gets up in that cleanup spot throughout the entire game. So for me, definitely going to be targeting his hitter fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. Going on down to, I like the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for Alvarez. So should supply some run support. That's going to help us both with the Verlander pick and this Alvarez pick. So it's kind of a nice, positively correlated ticket here, which we're going to continue that theme as we go along. But pick number 2, like the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for Yordan Alvarez. Pick number 3, we're going to be going down to the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Washington Nationals. We've got another ace on the bump today. It's going to be Aaron Nola, another massive favorite. He's a 205 favorite. You look at his stuff across the board. Really, really good, even better than Verlander. He comes with a 3.12 Sierra, 29.5% carried overall. Features a 27.4% carry against righties and a 31.7% carry against lefties, a 416 slugging unit to righties and a 371 slugging unit to lefties. Really, really good. Once again, massive favorite here. The Nationals have a 3.48 implied run total. You look at what Aaron Nola does. Once again, he is a workhorse as well, similar to Verlander. Last time, 107, 103, 91, 109, 98 pitches. 7, 8, 6, 8.1 innings pitched respectively the last few times out. He got blown up in that one game against San Francisco, but outside of that, I mean, last 2 times out, he's gone 7 innings, 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 0 earned runs. He's racked up 6 Ks in each of them. And, I mean, it's Aaron Nola. You really just, you got to have interest in him anytime he takes a bump, especially as a heavy favorite here. Take it on a national squad. I think he goes out there and takes care of business, similar to Verlander here. I will be going with the over on his pitcher fantasy score over here on Prizepicks for pick number 3. Like the over 38.5, I think he goes 6+ innings, dominates, gets the strikeouts along the way, gets the win, all the bonuses that we're looking for him to rack up the pitcher fantasy score, similar to Verlander, mid-40s, maybe even 50+ for Nola. So pick number 3, we're going to be rocking the over 38.5 pitcher fantasy score for Aaron Nola. And then picks number 4 and 5, I talked about it, positively correlated ticket with some run support. I really like some Phillies bats here as well, because they get to take on Josiah Gray. It's in Washington, which is a great hitting environment. Pull up the diagram here as far as how Washington plays 2 hitters. You can see lots of green going on in Nationals Park. Definitely a good hitting environment here. And when you're looking at the Philadelphia Phillies, they have 2 guys that absolutely mash right-handed pitching, and Josiah Gray really struggles against left-handed hitting. Dreadful numbers against lefties. You look at Josiah Gray's numbers across the board, but especially against those lefties, man. He gives up a 533 slugging with a 37.8% hard contact rate, a 377 WOBA. He gives up a 56.2% fly ball rate, only a 25.5% ground ball rate. Also has a bit of a walk issue, so, I mean, he doesn't get much worse against left-handed hitting, and that's going to be a problem for him because he has to take on Kyle Schwarber to lead this game off. Schwarber features a 310 ISO with a 350 WOBA against right-handed pitching. And then when you break down what Gray goes to as far as his repertoire is concerned and how Kyle Schwarber fares against those pitches, he is mostly a fastball curveball guy. He's pretty much strictly a fastball curveball guy. He goes to the fastball 57% of the time, the curveball 33% of the time. Schwarber absolutely matches both those pitches off left-handed pitching. I mean, you look at what he features across the board here. I'm definitely going to be targeting his hitter fantasy score going on down to him. 7.5 hitter fantasy score. I'll gladly take the over here. And when you're looking at the fastball, it's about a 94, 95 mile-an-hour fastball. Schwarber features a 447 ISO with a 399 WOBA. And then the curveball, he mashes as well. A 457 ISO with a 423 WOBA, 66% hard contact rate. So would not be surprised in the least to see Kyle Schwarber lead this game off with a bomb, if not a ball in the gap. So love him. Take the over fantasy score for Kyle Schwarber. And lastly, pick number 5, we're going to be going with another guy that's really good at hitting baseballs, and that's Bryce Harper. Once again, mashes right-handed pitching. You look at the numbers for Bryce Harper. He features a 330 ISO with a 410 WOBA off right-handed pitching. Would not be surprised to see him take Josiah Gray deep here either. We'll gladly take the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for him. And once again, fastball curveball guy is Josiah Gray. You look at Harper's numbers, 94, 95 mile-an-hour fastball. He features a 474 ISO with a 537 WOBA off that pitch against right-handed pitching. And lastly, the curveball, Harper features a 222 ISO with a 317 WOBA. So in Washington, he's very familiar with these confines, returning back to his old team. Once again, would not be surprised to see all 3 of the hitters in my ticket go deep. Alvarez, Schwarber, Harper, love them all. And I love the 2 pitchers, so that is going to be my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks today. As always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 on your first deposit today. Wishing you all the best of luck on your props today, and we will see you in the next one.